One of the most popular questions I've been asked is, if you are currently on a student visa and you're able to get a job as a care worker, will your partner be able to apply for a dependent visa? The answer is no. If you switch from a student visa to a care visa, your partner won't be able to apply for the dependent visa from spring 2024. About 3 days ago, the UK Home Office updated gov.uk by announcing that from January 2024, UK students or international students coming to the UK can no longer bring in their dependents. However, it's also stated that postgraduate research or government-funded scholarship students will be exempted. So it means from today, which was about 3 days ago, January 1st, international students can no longer bring their dependents. Now, after the Home Office made this tweet on X, the UK Prime Minister, which is Sunak, also reposted this information and wrote on Twitter that from today, the majority of foreign students cannot bring in their family members to the UK. In 2024, we are already delivering for the British people. Now, aside from the student visa, also the people coming to the UK on the care visa are also going to be unable to bring in their family from spring 2024. However, there are actually some care assistant roles in the UK that you can still bring in your dependent with. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of this information because most people just assume that all jobs in care homes or in hospitals as care assistants are entirely banned. That's not true. There are actually some other care assistant job role in the UK that still allows you to bring in your dependent come spring 2024. So if these are lessons you'd like to know more about, don't go anywhere, keep watching till the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do hit the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. It's been officially announced by the UK Home Office that certain individuals, planning to move into the UK through the health and care visa can no longer bring in their dependents. However, for spring 2024, there's still some jobs, that can still give you the chance to come into the UK with your dependent, or if you're already currently in the UK, you can still actually apply for a dependent visa for your family members. Now, this conversation is going to be around the occupation code. Now, it's very important for you to listen to this critically. Now, based on the official announcement made by the UK Home Office, it says that some care assistant and senior carer jobs in the UK from spring 2024 you can bring in your family. So I'm going to read what's on the information published by the UK Home Office. So it says that the changes being made on the health and care visa route will only affect care workers and senior care workers when the changes take effect. Now, care workers with the shortage occupation code of 6145 and senior care workers with shortage occupation code of 6146 will be unable to bring dependents when they migrate to the UK, and only CQC registered providers in England will be able to sponsor health and care visa applicants. Those changes does not affect those employed on the health and care visa on other occupation codes. So it's very important for you to understand is that not everyone on the health and care visa will be affected. Now, the only people affected are those who are currently on the shortage occupation code 6145 and shortage occupation code 6146. So if you're able to get a job that requires the health and care visa, however, the job is not under any of those two shortage occupation code, then you can still bring in your dependent into the United Kingdom. Now, the question now is, what other jobs within the health and care visa does not fall under these two shortage occupation codes? Now, if you go through the UK Gov website, you'll see that some other jobs such as an health associate professional, such as nursing auxiliary and assistant. So if you're able to get nursing assistant jobs which has the shortage occupation code of 6141, you can still bring in your dependents into the UK after spring 2024. So I've got quite a number of people who have been able to get roles as nursing assistants, and this job came with visa sponsorship, and these individuals are absolutely exempted from this new policy that stops people on the health and care visa from being able to bring in their dependents. So guys, when you apply for the health and care visa, make sure you have that conversation with your employer if the job they are offering you is under the other two shortage occupation code I just mentioned, which are the 61 6145 and 6146. If it's not under any of those two, then you're eligible to bring in your dependents into the United Kingdom. So guys, this is really something you need to look out for. Just make sure that the nursing assistant job you're looking at for, basically people are only focused on the healthcare assistant roles. There are actually loads of nursing assistant roles in the UK, especially within the NHS. So guys, leverage this opportunity. Those nursing assistant roles don't fall under those two short occupation code that prevents you from bringing your dependents into the UK. So guys, don't sleep on this information. Look out for nursing assistant role and still get yourself eligible for bringing your partners or your dependents into the United Kingdom. Now, in addition to what I've been said, basically, there's actually still, some other information I felt to be clear enough, but it's really surprising, seeing people asking some questions, and, I felt there's a need for me to put more clarification so that when you're applying for your visa in the UK, you're applying with, informed, you're making an informed decision and you're not just applying blindly. Now, one other thing is that if you're on the skilled worker visa, or one of the questions people have been asking me is, with nurses and doctors, can they not also bring in their dependents? Now, the nurses and doctors are exempted from all of these rules, and as a matter of fact, if you're a nurse or you're a doctor, if you check your BRP, what is written there is a skilled worker visa. So nurses and doctors are under the skilled worker visa. However, they are also eligible for the health and care visa, but they're basically under the skilled worker visa. And for the policy that says that you can apply for a skilled worker visa except you earn 38,700. Now, nurses and doctors are also exempted from that also, because junior doctors earn about £32,000, and nurses, band 5 nurses earn £28,000. So yeah, they're also exempted from the policy. So basically, nurses and doctors can still bring in their dependents. They are not affected by this policy. And also for those who are on the health and care visa, it's clearly stated on the Gov website, if you're able to get your health and care visa before spring 2024, you are also exempted from this policy. So it means that if you get your visa, your health and care visa, let's say for instance from January 2024, for example, and let's say in December 2024 you're trying to change your employer, now your partner or your dependents can still remain on your visa. They are not being affected. So I know people asking, what if I change my employer, am I going to be affected? No. So if you're switching your employer on your health and care visa, your family can still apply as your dependents, and this opportunity stays even until you want to apply for your indefinite leave to remain. So any of these changes, any of this change in policy has no effect on people who are currently or already on the health and care visa before spring 2024. However, if you get your visa after spring 2024, then all of these policies definitely affect you. So these are some of the things people who have been affected by some of these policies. And for skilled worker visa, as you all know, if you don't get a job that pays up to 38,700, you might not be able to also apply for the skilled worker visa. So yeah, these are some of the changes being made, and it is very important for you guys, as I mentioned earlier. Please guys, those looking for health and care visa, make sure that you're applying for a job role of a nursing assistant, and the shortage occupation code for nursing assistants is actually different from that of the health and care healthcare assistant. So for nursing assistants, the short occupation code is 6141. If you're able to get a job that has this occupation code, then you are exempted from being unable to bring your dependent into the UK from spring 2024. However, if you get a job as care workers that fall under the short occupation code of 6145 and 6146, then you can't bring, or you're not allowed to bring in your dependents into the United Kingdom. So I hope that is clear. If that is a bit insightful for you, please do like this video and click on the subscribe button if you're joining this channel for the first time. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.